This is how much you'll have to spend if you want to buy everything on the New World Cash Shop. So the in-game currency is called Marks of Fortune. Now the value I'm going to be working with here is the 50,000 one, which actually becomes 60,000 even if you buy multiple of them. It's always like that little bit of an added bonus. And now in the UK that's $32.99 and in the US that's $49.99. I'm going to round them both up to $33 and $50 respectively. Now we'll talk about the total at the end. Let's just go through one by one and I'll tell you how much that costs in real money. So I've actually made a spreadsheet with all of the prices in USD and GBP. I will leave a link to that in the description below, but I'll just go briefly to talk about the price range. For the dies it's pretty simple. It's about $2.50 and about £1.65. You get 5 one-use only dies. The emotes are about £2 to £3 or $3 to about $5. A full set of armor that looks something like this, although that's actually my least favorite. This is probably my favorite, so we'll show you this one. This full set here at 16,000 Marks of Fortune will cost you $13.33 or £8.50 in the UK. The 10,000 here are about £5.50 and that's about $8.33. The weapon skills are vaguely equivalent to the armor sets, but obviously you will only get the one weapon skin. You can use it on any of the weapons that are the correct type, so obviously in this case it's a Warhammer, and again this is £5.50 or that $8.30, but the lowest ones here go down to 7,500 Marks of Fortune. That's about £4.13 or $6.25. The housing set, which is a nice pirate themed housing set, sets you back 23,000 coins, which is about £12.50-ish and about $19. For me, this is a little bit pricey just for like some housing items, but I appreciate some of you might be interested in them. The company crest range from 3,000 to 6,000. That's £1.65 or $2.50 on the cheaper end, and then £3.30 or about $5.50 on the more expensive side. Now the bundles are literally just the same things, just in a different layout. I think it's because they're doing a bundle of all of the armor or just the weapons. There's nothing here that gives you any kind of discount at the minute, so you can pretty much just ignore this tab. Let's say you want to buy everything, well you would have to spend 236,000 Marks of Fortune. Again, if we use this and you buy multiples of that, I think you'd actually need to buy 5 point something of it, so I appreciate that it's not exactly accurate, but I wanted to give them the best, the cheapest way you could get it basically. And in pounds, that's near enough about £130 if you wanted to buy everything. And for dollars, it's very much close to $200. I think it's $196.67 if you just bought multiples of that. Now, obviously, some of them aren't useful to you. If you are not a company leader, then there is literally no point buying these. I think the dies seem to be the most controversial thing because you only get them to use them like once. Granted, you get 5 of them, but for the price, it's a bit like maybe people thought they would maybe getting a unique die. But it turns out I think you can literally just make very similar colours in game. Actually, I'm not 100% sure if you can make these exact colours. Let me go find out. Okay, I just thought I'd check, see if you could make those exact colours. It doesn't seem like you can because the first one I think is called Trade Wind and you make dies at the kitchen. So I can't see you making those exact shades. So they're unique in a way. So nearly $200 if you want to buy everything. Granted, as I said, some of the things probably aren't worth your time, the company crest, especially if you're not a company leader or you're happy with one of the ones in game. For the armor and the weapons, I have no grudges to people buying them because in game, I've talked about this in a previous video, there is no way of essentially transmogging your gear. You either have the gear and you like the way it looks, or you change it to a different piece of gear. You can't take the stats off one and have it look like something else unless you buy a skin or you get a Twitch drop or something like that. Regarding Twitch, I'm actually thinking about streaming a little bit more there, so if you want to follow me with the link in the description below, I very much appreciate that. Otherwise, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Have a most beautiful day. Goodbye.